GT with AV Boxing News here in the house with Teofimo Lopez. How's it going, brother? How you doing?
Nah, man, I just want to wish everybody happy Halloween. We're here today, even though it's a holiday, we still working, man, putting that gym time in, man, and we just finished working out our first session. And it's great, man. I feel great. I feel motivated for this fight, and I can't wait. December 14th and the new.
Definitely. Now, Teofimo, the moment is definitely near. You will fight for your first world title on December 14th at the Garden against Commey, who is a strong champion.
Yeah.
How are you dealing with the emotions or the excitements for this fight? This is your first world title fight.
Oh, man, all the emotions, everything. 17 years of hard work, blood, sweat, and tears to finally have this moment, So I want to congratulate. But on top of that, I want to thank Commey, for giving me this opportunity, but he didn't give it to me, we earned the spot, we became the mandatory for the IBF world title. He's the guy that has it, and he's defending his title, and I'm pretty sure that he's putting a lot of work in, especially with a type of fighter like me. And it's going to be a great night of boxing, man, and nobody can miss it, man. Right.
Most analytics or most writers would say that Richard Commey is the person who has the more experience going into this fight. Do you believe that he has more experience, or if not, how does that play into your advantage?
Watch December 14th, man. I think everybody has their opinion, I would say. It's not a fact. It's not a known fact. And does he have the experience as in the caliber fighters that he has faced and everything? Yes. He's been there with Robert Easter. He's been there with Ray Beltran, people that know what they're doing, But the thing is, you ain't never faced a fighter like me, and that's what I'm gonna show December 14th. All my tricks that I have in my sleeve and everything is just gonna come out that night, and that's what keeps me motivated and excited about. That is what I'm looking forward to not only shut the critics up, but you can never shut the critics up. They're always gonna have something to say, but to prove that I am here to stay, and everything that we always talked about, we're gonna back it up.
Great. Now let's look back at everything that's transpiring in your division. Do you wish your handlers would let you go on the WBC route, or would you have it pretty much matter to you where you could have been WBC champion already and with the establishment of the franchise champion, or is this the route that you want, fighting the best at lightweight where you're earning that belt and not just being awarded it like Devin Haney?
Devin Haney, he fought his way, he fought for the interim, and then they moved him up to now he's WBC world champion. It happens, especially with the WBC, the same thing they did with Canelo, and they put Jamal, I think Jamal, one of the brothers.
Jamal,
they put Jamal Charlo in there. They moved him to the WBC champion as well, So WBC has their way of doing things. Mauricio has his way, and he's a big boxing fan. When it's all said and done, not only just a businessman, he loves Lomachenko, he loves Canelo, Alvarez. He loves these type of fighters, man, and they're making big moves. And for me, the route that it's not a route that we took, it just happened, and do I like the move? Yeah. Why? Because I get to also obviously prove that I'm fighting the champion, a person that is defending their title. Beating the champion is better than having it vacated to you or anything like that, because then you get to show everyone that, hey, I beat the champion, I beat the top guy at this division. Now I'm gonna move on to this guy next, and I think it's a great route. It kind of sucks with the franchise and all that thing that they did with the WBC, but when it's all said and done, man, hopefully we make the Lomachenko fight happen, and I'm still gonna say that we're undisputed.
Gotcha.
And once we beat them and everything, we're gonna say that we're undisputed, and then we move on to 140.
Okay, great. Is this the fight where you pretty much going to unleash all your skill sets, knowing that most of your fights always end in KOs or knockouts? Is this the fight that will definitely bring you the best out of you?
Oh, absolutely. This is definitely one. Every fight is that brings the best out of me in some way, somehow. A lot of people thought that I couldn't go 12 rounds in a fight, and I finally went 12 rounds in the fight. Was it the best performance I ever had? No. B performance. It was a B. I would say a B plus or a B minus. But we got the job done. I'm my worst critic. And there was things that I shouldn't have said, but we're past it. I look forward to now, because now I get to show everyone. This is a well-prepared and better camp this time around. I have an assistant coach now, Joy Gamache, with us in this camp. My father, Teofimo Lopez Sr., is still as the head coach. You know, and it's great work. It's a great team. You know, I have perfecting athletes in there as well, watching my weight, my nutritioning, you know, and taking care of my body. That's the main thing, main goal. And this is for the world title, man. So you have to have that world championship level of camp. And that's what I'm going to show come December 14th, man. Everybody's talking about this fight being the main event, you know, and I think everybody needs to definitely watch, man, because this fight's not going to go the distance, for sure. You got two heavy hitters. Somebody's going to go down, you know.
Okay, definitely. Now that's Shakur Stevenson. Let's just move on. Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney are both world champions.
Yeah.
One got it through a vacant defense, and the other one was awarded the belt. And if you win this December coming up, will that pretty much
the third, right?
You'll be the third, definitely, absolutely. Will this be like the passing of torch for this generation of boxers? The way you guys are coming in?
You have great fighters, man. Devin Haney's a great fighter. Shakur Stevenson's a great fighter. They want in some way, of a negative way or whatever. But at the end of the day, man, the generation of boxing now is coming back, you know? It's coming back. That old school where it was Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran, all these guys, you know, Tommy Hagler and all these guys, Thomas Hagler. And you just look at all this, and it's like it's coming back somehow, some way. You know, you got these great fighters coming in.
This is a new school.
Yeah, it's a new school. It's new school. It's not old school, but it's better than what it has been for a while now. So I think, you know, this is definitely passing the torch, you know, from the great fighters that we looked up to, coming up and growing up into the sport of boxing. And now we get to do that and influence others. And I think that from now on, from this point on, with Shakur Stevenson, with Devin Haney, with Teofimo Lopez, you know, coming December 14th, winning the title, and so many other guys that are coming up, prospects, you know, and such. I think that this definitely is going to start moving boxing in a higher way now.
We know that you have a couple more fights before you move up to 140. And there's a name out there, Gervonta Davis, who will soon make his debut at 135. Is that a super fight that you would like if Lomachenko fight doesn't happen next year when you move up?
Well, I'm moving up to 140, so Tank is moving up to 140?
He's moving up to 135. He has a fight this December. Gamboa, December 28th.
Right now, my main focus is Richard Commey.
Mm-hmm.
And then afterwards, they're talking about pushing me and Loma. And after that, I'm moving up to 140. But yeah, that's definitely a fight that we always look forward to. You know, me and Tank. You know, Tank is a well-rounded fighter. You know, he comes in, he's a banger, and things like that. He's southpaw. You know, but I think he's too small at 35. I think he's too small at 40. But you know, let's see what he could do. You know, I mean, he's fighting Gamboa. You know, Gamboa's on his way out. You know, he's fighting for the WBA interim or the world title.
Regular title 130.
Yeah, regular title. WBC and the WBA moved me out of the rankings. I'm no longer top 15 in any of them.
Yeah, talk a little bit about that. What happened?
I don't know, man. They have their favorites, man. These guys are fans. It's crazy. I was number 2 on both of them. I'm number 1 in the IBF, number 1 in WBO, and then I was number 2
in the
WBC and the WBA.
And the WBA.
And then now I'm nowhere.
We all remember that.
Yeah, and I'm nowhere in the list anymore. But that's just how it is, man. It's the body sanctions. They do what they want. They choose who they want, and that's how it works, man. And I think, honestly, I don't care. You know, when it's all said and done, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna show everybody December 14th, and then hopefully we make this fight happen with me and Loma. Get the three belts plus this one. And to me, I'll say I'm undisputed.
Teofimo, how special would it be for you if you win this IBF belt this coming December? What would it mean to your family and also your dad, who's been with you, you know, through the whole ride?
This right here means a lot to me. You know, I think more than any other fight I've ever had. I believe every fight that I've had in the amateurs, I mean, it got me to this point. You need the experience. You know, I had 170 fights amateur, and then including 14, so in total 184 fights. Without the sparrings and everything, I think this fight definitely means so much to me. Going into my 15th fight, fighting for a world title, fighting the world champion, beating the world champion, man, it's a blessing. That night is definitely going to be one to remember, and I can feel it already, you know. And I'm definitely, you know, I'm dedicating this to the Hondurans. I'm dedicating it to all the Latinos. You know, I'm dedicating to the land culture. It's great, man, to everybody worldwide and to all the kids out there, you know, that's coming up. That's my thing. So I have a lot to be proud of when it comes to that, going inside that ring.
Definitely. Last question. We know that you're a star spectacle in the ring, inside. You know, you put on such an amazing performance. You know, you dazzle in the ring, inside, out of the ring. Do you have anything prepared as far as are we going to see a celebration or a dance?
Oh, you guys are gonna see a lot of things. Rain walks. It's gonna be different this time around. It's gonna be nice, man. Fighting in Madison Square Garden, we gotta go big. So, and this is December 14th, man. We're gonna finish with a bang. 2019. I did tell everybody 2019 we were gonna be world champions, and that's what we're doing.
Gotcha.
And I have so many tricks up my sleeve. I have so many things I want to definitely showcase when I'm in that platform, on ESPN platform, worldwide, man. And that night, everybody's gonna remember Teofimo.
Teofimo Lopez, thank you so much for your time. GTAB Boxing News here with Teofimo Lopez, who will be going ahead December 14th against Richard Commey for the IBFL. Thanks, brother.
You got it.
You got it.